Breathe deep and move. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Why do you have to go missing now of all
Quite
time?
ready for you. Charmed, I'm sure. To new horizons. Let's not get caught
My
off guard.
skellies will take
On my way.
forever to clean this
Best be
place
on my
up.
way. Don't want to draw any attention.
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up.
These boots have seen everything. That should work.
Oh, coming to this plane was a mistake.
Can't risk being in open view. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Out of sight, out of mind.
No time to dally.
Why do you have to go missing now of all times?
What to do? These boots have seen everything. This calls for careful footwork. Better be cautious. Just out of view. Softer than a whisper. All right, time to skulk about. No rest for the wicked, I see. Still breathing, despite everything.
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up. My skellies will take forever. My skellies will take forever.
Right tool will do the trick.
Coming to this plane.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Coming to this plane was a mistake.
You return, Stira. Shall I look into your heart, you and your beloved both, and see if your love will stand the... Forgive me. I had not realized. My beloved, before she died, was a woman of great strength and fortitude. I called her Stira in our quiet moments. You remind me of her.
Absolutely! This is gonna be great fun!
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Karlak. Her fire within can incinerate an enemy or warm a beloved. Listen. Think. Who does she loathe above all others?
She's the worst of the worst. I suppose the devil can't help her nature, but she's got a really goddamn bad nature.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is her idea of a perfect day?
I'd rather have my horn yanked out with tweezers. Come on.
Many things delight the heart.
You know me too well.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but they sag and suffer with age. The future brings many trials. A decade from now, what will the mighty Karlach do? Where will she be?
Kids, huh? I don't know. How about a really mean goat? But I don't know. Things can change, I guess. I've heard. You really know me, don't you? It's wild. In so many ways, we barely know each other. But where it counts, you're deeper in my head than that tadpole.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened... Oh, your bond will not save you. Neck and make you swing from it. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want? On my way. I have something to ask.
Dribbles taught me everything I know.
My skellies will take forever to... Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
This is terrible. The circus is supposed to be a safe place. For us performers at least. took those bastards down like it was nothing. It was amazing.
Always ready. Chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Paramides, one of our red-cap cleaners, alerted me.
I'm not
Well,
asking for
he
more.
threw a rock at
Just
me and said,
teensy investment to get me started.
Nearly there now.
That's why we need to walk just as
Mate, there is so
To threaten her. To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling. She's not brave, Ben. She's just learned to think.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you...
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. Refugees can't stay here in Rivendell.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
My faith protects me.
The Outlanders!
Let's move. One day I'll catch a break. I won't have a word. Donations?
Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
Open up. Better not be cursed. Looks empty.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Better than nothing. Maybe I need more pockets.
Who would do such a thing?
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests!
This isn't a glorious post, Fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shed, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed.
Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Can't leave Grunge behind, though. Just can't.
We're farmers.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Fetch! Oh, gods, no! 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 That just won't do!
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
We need to get into the city.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one.
I wish the cook had burnt our farm, though. At least we got the stock out of that burning barn.
They just lined up and taking their fair shares. We've had plenty for everyone.
If we'll get us fed and watered.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals. I smell it.
It's only a couple of pots. Supplies are short. Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
How she did it? I mean, Karis was always filthy. I'm really worried. They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Don't take that on yourself. You know who's really responsible.
You did.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
You smell like poo.
Washing my pits. This is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
I guess we could call our lives a lot.
Ah! Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends, and I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
I'd put my money on Christine. If won't get us fed.
Breathe quiet.
That's curious.
Moving ahead. Here we go.
By a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or joint in need of a little.
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things on his mind.
Rechte Hathran Rust. Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Vald Iskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, famed monster hunters. She's burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. My thanks. We grieve those who left us, but celebrate them too. They died well. There is doom in the air these days, but welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed, and if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you. A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Must be exterminated. Nothing less for them.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if...
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
And the innocent? If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. We have no good choices.
Don't mind if I do.
As long as we stand together, we can never spread like locusts.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
That might be worth a look.
please? Something to send? Don't be shy.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
He's only a boy. You must understand.
Sir, that's a great headline. Can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Our kind?
Take it somewhere.
Front page material.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat. For the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
For the good of the...
Damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards all have your heads!
Fascinating. Outraged.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is
Front
damaged.
page material.
This unit is damaged, citizen.
Move along.
Something good here, I hope. I don't need any attention right now. Out of sight, out of mind. This calls for careful footwork. Very well.
Which means we're getting a real room.
This unit is
I have
damaged,
to put my
citizen.
hands on
This
everything.
unit is
Damn, they
damaged.
shook me right out of my boots. That yes or no? Illuminating.
And if a patron...
Welcome. A weary traveler, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
I'm listening. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Remember our vow to keep one another safe. Music stops. Continue dancing.
You can stare as much as you like.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself, boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
We are twins.
Since I came to the surface, I purchased an enchantment to bless me with infertility, if that soothes your mind. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. No, not in the good way. Ugh, I hate loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
You have the key
Your
to
game.
my
Play.
There's a difference.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband.
And you ain't my type. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from...
Gold.
Was
Yeah.
the finest
That's right.
I've
Look at me. Do you know anything of me?
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Callan. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
What's it gonna take?
tales. I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Pleasure house? Den of decadence delight?
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
You look like the solution.
Here goes nothing.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
I should speak up.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, come. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The Hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Arch-wizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you, but time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Den of decadent delights.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Any artifact that could command an Elder Brain must be close to omnipotent. But for it to be the very crown Carcer's forged, it verges on unbelievable. I assure you, the hammer Raphael offered is mere scrap metal in comparison, whatever use he claims for it. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. The only kind I have? Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries.
Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Softer than a whisper. What path lies before me?
Doesn't make any sense.
Here goes nothing. Seems simple enough.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Doesn't make any sense.
It went where you better drown.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happened. He's found.
Hey, it's good for you. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Not long places like this behind. Dumped a lot of relatively.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
The stone is cold. The parasite within is unresponsive. It has nothing more to give you. You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away.
Pleasure house, den of decadent delights. So loud.
Let's have a look. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
I applaud your taste.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
We're where you better drown.
Stupid bridge guards.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
We lingered long enough. We should return for the ceremony.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after
It's
all.
got private.
Nothing happens until he's found.
Music and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
All right. What now?
I can't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Very well.
Dar was
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. Damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in.
The bridge guard chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a traitor.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine.
We need to find a way forward.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too. Have a skeg at these. That should do ya.
Nothing happens until he's found.
Out of a temple. Dar was right. This would be...
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. Well, hello, beautiful. Aren't you a sight to behold?
You must excuse my brother. He forgets that we have a very pressing engagement.
You must excuse my sister. She's a terrible bore. But you look like someone who enjoys a party. There's a celebration being held in the palace of Cazador Zar. Why not join us? Oh, great! The palace looks out over the lower city. You won't be able to miss it.
Forgive us for not escorting you there, but my brother and I must attend to another matter first.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise.
Before we leave scouring places like this behind, part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over, and I will gladly do so.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
From what I know.
And if a patron confuses me for a member...
Not everyone subscribes.
Don't want to draw any attention. Moving in. Just on a few.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind, part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over, and I will gladly do so.
Can't risk being in open view.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Direct me. It shall be done.
Shadowheart.
What are you?
We have time. The runaway is still missing after
dumped a lot
all.
of them.
Nothing happens until he's found.
Listen, it's got.
Light on my feet.
So
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over.
Don't waste a step.
Get your out here, fresh off the easel.
To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Let's go to Khan's guts.
They're gymnastics. Or they're targeting.
No screw too loose. No door too
Trying to climb up one, you madman! How else was I supposed to see the optics? Hell, not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Person with you.
I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
Something's on my mind.
If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
armor to meet my mother and father.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry... Not magically altered.
Oh, Father, give me strength. People are just walking into Sharess's Caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron.
You haven't even got inside yet.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.